All right, I have 12 minutes, 23 seconds left on my phone, which is more than enough time, obviously. I'm almost done here. Right? And I told you guys, I'm now done on my phase announcements. I showed you guys my book, the layout of my book. I showed you guys my map. Now, all you have left is Swimming the Sharks for my Miscellaneous series until my final announcement and my Lord of the Rings series, and that's it, man. After that, I'm done. I'm going to keep saying that way you roll and not take me for granted. Because I don't play around with fucking death, man. You guys are fucking crazy psychopaths. Yeah, I shut you up for good, man. Calling me fucking crazy. You guys are 10 times crazier than me. Yeah. Right? So I'll not be sponsoring them with clothing as they can easily afford to get some top-end clothing for themselves. Now, just a quick note. The 7 team will only have to dress casual for the 2 years when they are working in the office. So the first 2 years of pre-production, the 7 team has to dress casual because they're going to be working in the office for the 2 years, obviously. So the first year when I'm writing my script and I'm doing the console arts and all that stuff and making the calls, me and Mark making the calls for the main stuff, and the 7 team are doing all these business calls, and the secretaries are doing the administrative calls as well as making business calls, taking calls from the agents, all that stuff. The 7 team all have to dress casual and to work because they're going to be working in the office, obviously. So for the first 2 years, they're going to be working full time in the office, 5 days a week. They work 5 days a week and they get 2 days off, obviously, weekends off, right? When they're working in the office, but when they are flown to Switzerland, they can obviously wear their street clothes while pre-production takes place the 3rd year. So when the 7 team, when the 7 team are flown, with the exception of the count, when the 7 team are flown to Switzerland the 3rd year and they're handling business for the pre-production when the crewmen are building the sets, they obviously do not have to wear suits during those times. They can wear their street clothes, obviously. And you don't need to wear a suit if you're during pre-production for the 3rd year. Obviously. Right? So when they are flown to Switzerland, they can obviously wear their street clothes while pre-production takes place in Switzerland the 3rd year, as well as production the 4th year. So during production, they can wear their street clothes the 4th year, as well as during pre-production the 3rd year when the crewmen are preparing in Switzerland. They can obviously wear their street clothes. So they don't have to dress casual for those 2 years, obviously. Only when they're working in the office they have to dress casual. Obviously, I told you they don't have to wear suits, but they have to dress casual. It's mandatory. Obviously, I'm going to say this: if one of the 7 team were to wear non-professional wear to work, I will give them a warning. I won't be an asshole and yell at them. I'm not a fan of yelling at them, but I'll politely tell them, "Hey, I'm giving you a warning. Next time, if you keep this up, you can potentially lose your job, as I'm going to fire your ass if we don't dress casual." I'm going to be strict on that. But I'm not going to be an asshole. I'm going to tell them politely, obviously. So if they were to continue, I would fire their asses. That's how strict I'm going to be. And I won't be an ass and yell at them, as I am against yelling at my employees. I'm not a fan of yelling at employees. You have to be polite, obviously. But I'll tell them politely, hey, make sure you always dress casual to work, as they will obviously dress casual to work, as I'm paying them a nice fucking salary, and I save their fucking ass. And they're living the fucking celeb life in Vancouver. And I save their fucking ass, obviously. Now, I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to talk with my wife. Now, regarding me and my wife, we'll be buying some top-end suits for ourselves for work. Now, before I show you pictures of the type of suits me and my wife will wear, I'm going to tell Vijay that I don't want you getting like 30 to 50 pair of suits. Otherwise, you're just wasting a shitload of money. I will tell her, let's get a good 10 to 12 pair of suits for ourselves for Last of Us project. That's enough. That way, we do not waste money. I'm going to let Vijay know that I don't want us getting so many suits like these celebrities, as that's just a waste of so much money, as I guarantee you they don't even wear half their fucking suits. So I'll tell Vijay that let's get a good 12 suits for work for the Last of Us project. Once we start SkySource and when we start the Great Escape movie, we can get another 5 more suits. That way we don't waste a shitload of money. I'm gonna tell Victoria Justice, okay? Okay. Let's buy some nice kick-ass suits, obviously. Some nice $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000 suits if you want to. You can get your nice women's suits. I can get my nice male suits. But I don't want us getting like 30 to 50 pairs of suits. Otherwise, we're just wasting a shitload of money. As I guarantee you, we're not even going to wear half the fucking suits. I'm going to tell Victoria Justice, let's get a good 10 to 12 pairs of suits for Last of Us project. That way we don't waste money. And then when we start the Great Escape movie, we can get another 5, even 6 more pairs. That way we don't waste money. We can even get another 8 more pairs. We can get another 5 to 8 more pairs of suits. That way by the time we do the Great Escape movie, we have 18 suits. So we don't waste a shitload of money. As I'm not a fan of us getting like 50 suits. Otherwise, you're just going to waste a shitload of money, as we're not even going to wear half our fucking suits. I'm going to tell Victoria Justice, you can get whatever suit you want. Go to the top-end clothing store, top-end suit store. Get whatever suit you want. But get a nice $5,000 pair of suits if you want. But make sure you don't go overboard and get like 50 suits. I'm going to be strict on that. Now, to end it off, let me show you pictures of the type of suits me and my wife are going to buy for work. And I'll end this video here. In the remaining 7 minutes that I have, I'm going to show you guys the type of suits. I'm going to say, I don't know, $4,000 suit. Me and my wife are going to get a nice $4,000 woman's suits, obviously, right? VJ is going to buy a nice $4,000 woman's suit for herself. Like a nice suit, you know what I'm saying? There's no really pictures here of suits. This is like $400 suits, but picture something like this for the suit that VJ will buy. VJ will buy a suit like this. This suit here is $400, but picture something like this for the kind of suit VJ will buy, obviously. I'll just say woman suits. Because I said $4,000 woman suits and showing me all these $500 suits. Because I'm not going to buy a $500 suit. Yeah, this is the kind of suit VJ will get. A nice suit like this. See this? This is the kind of suit VJ will get, man. A nice top-notch woman clothing. The secretaries are most likely going to get a nice suit like this too, obviously, right? And that's the other 5 are going to get nice men's suits, obviously. Because I'm paying them $2 million, they can easily get nice, like, $1,500 suits for themselves. Here's another picture. This is the kind of suit VJ will get, obviously. A nice suit like this for work. And VJ will be boss. A nice suit like that, man. That's the kind of suit VJ will get. A nice suit like that. I'll tell her, look, you can get, if you want to get a nice $5,000 suit, I'll probably get a couple, like, $5,000 suits. But realistically speaking, I'm going to get around that $2,000 price range suit, obviously. Because the moment you get, like, $8,000 suit, you're just wasting money. I'll get a nice, like, $4,000, $5,000, $2,000 suit. Maybe a few $10,000 suits. But most of my suits are going to be around that $2,000, $3,000 range. So I don't want to go overboard because you're just wasting money, obviously. The kind of suits I'm going to wear. Obviously, right? Male suits. I'm going to wear top and high-end male suits for myself, obviously, right? You're looking at something top-notch. Yeah, you see this here? That's the kind of suit I'm going to be buying, man. A nice fucking suit like that, man. Hence, I'm going to be boss. And you're looking at someone like that for the attitudes, a top-notch attitude like that. I'm going to be boss wearing my nice suit, you know what I'm saying? Here's another picture of a nice suit. I'm going to be wearing a nice, like, $2,000, $5,000. I'll probably get a good, like, $2,000, $10,000 suits. And all my other suits, I'll get, like, $3,000 suits or something like that. $5,000 suit or something like that. So I'm going to have a few collections of a $10,000 suit. But most of my suits, I'm going to get around that $3,000 range. Because you don't want to waste money, right? But even a $10,000 suit's pocket, that's the kind of suit I'm going to buy, man. A nice suit like that, man. As me and my wife are going to be boss. And the other five who are going to be working, the other 5 men, they're going to be buying nice, like, $2,000. If you're making $2 million a year, you can easily buy a nice $2,000 suit for yourself, obviously. Right? Let me show you more pictures of a nice suit I'm going to buy. Obviously. Yeah, man. See that? I'm going to buy a nice suit like that, man. A nice top and high-end suit. Like, that's the kind of suit I'm going to buy. And those woman pictures I showed you, I guarantee you VJ will buy a flight attendant suit too. You know those suits that those flight attendants wear? I guarantee Victoria Justice is gonna buy a woman's suit like that, man. I'm gonna say flight attendant suit. Obviously, right? Yeah, I guarantee you VJ will buy those suits that flight attendants wear with the hats? I guarantee you VJ is going to buy a suit like that, man. She's going to end up buying a suit like that. You see this style here? I guarantee you VJ is going to end up buying a suit like this with a hat. She's going to be boss. Something like that. A top-notch suit like that. And I guarantee you the secretaries will buy suits like that too. Because if I'm paying you $1 million, you can easily afford. You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying you $1 million, they can easily afford to buy a nice suit for themselves. VJ will most likely get a nice suit like that for work. And VJ will be boss. And I'll be boss too, obviously. Yeah, man, that's the amazing life more going to live here. And those actors are going to get sponsored with nice $2,000, $3,000. I'm gonna tell my 7 team, don't go any higher than like $5,000 for the suits for the actors. Anything over $5,000, it's now going to affect the budget. Because you get like a $10,000 suit, and you buy if there's 10 actors, that's what 10 actors, $10,000. That's like what? That's $100,000. My math, that's $100,000. That's your affecting budget. I'm going to tell them, do not go any higher than $5,000 for the suits, for the woman and men, for the first business actually for the suits, and for the clothing, for the casual wear. Don't go any higher than like $1,000 for the shoes, and for the shirts, for the shirts and pants, don't go any higher than around that $2,000 range. That way, because you gotta watch it for your budget, obviously. Hence, those actors are gonna be spoiled. Hence, why they're gonna pay more to be signed. As Sky's is a top-notch company, obviously. As they're gonna be sponsors them with top high-end clothing for the shoots, top-end suits. Me and my wife are gonna buy top-end suits. The 17 are gonna buy nice suits themselves. I'm not sponsoring them with suits, but they're gonna buy top-end suits for themselves, obviously. Because I'm paying a yearly salary, I'm not sponsoring you guys for your clothing. You guys can easily buy your own clothes. Same time, they also get the royalty check, the $250,000 royalty check. And John Farrell, when they floating their high, they're gonna get the $500,000 royalty check for all my releases. Hence, they're getting fucking spoiled, obviously. Now, finally, this is it from my phase announcements world. Ivan O'Mara is officially done announcing all his phases for his amazing Last of Us book. My wife is jumping for joy, as you all are panicking your asses off because you know the countdown is really, really ticking now. As all you have left is my Lord of the Rings series, my Swimming with the Sharks for you. Looking at amazing video for that. I'm going to talk about Amazon, as well as Do Not Let Hollywood Actors Do. I'm going to talk about the Hollywood actors. I'm also going to talk about Jeff Bezos. How there's a good chance me and him might even become, me and him and my wife, we might even become good business friends. There's a good chance I might even hang out with him, go have a beer. Because we're both billionaires and we're business partners, there's a good chance we might even become good business friends, obviously. Right. Again, you're looking at a very interesting video for that, Swimming with the Sharks. And then I'll be ending my Miscellaneous series with my final announcement in late October or November, just before I cry my eyes on Save My Wife and Become King and Her Queen with Me. This is Ivan O'Mara. I'm signing out. Peace.